Howdy folks, welcome to episode 54. Today we're going to bring this thing down to the planet and build a place for it to sit because I keep wanting to come back up and get it and do stuff and everything. So yeah, we're just going to make, I guess that's a Drydock for the Beeblebrox, and we're going to put it down there on the planet. So what I need to do is I need to make it so that I can actually put this thing on the ground, and obviously it's not really flat on the bottom, so I need to add a bunch of blocks on here to make that happen. And the other thing is I'm parked about 2,000 meters up in orbit, so I need to be pretty careful of how far I go. If I go too far in front of the ship, I'll actually start falling toward the planet. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now they said that the limit was 10, but it's actually 11, or I thought that it was 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're just going to try an even number here, like 20. And these are just going to be temporary. So once we get something built that this can stand on, then I'm going to take all these truss blocks off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So that's there, and then I should be able to just add, I think, 3 blocks on here, and that should make it so that I can land this thing, and then hope that I don't get any wandering wildlife smashing into it or whatever. So there's 3 blocks there, and the truss blocks are the fastest to remove, so that's why I'm using those. Other than, I don't know if the oxygen blocks are still faster to remove or not, but they used to be. Okay, and the other thing I did here to help out was, so that I don't have to run all the way up to the bridge, was I made a cockpit back here so I can, so I can fly the ship from here, and I always do that. Okay. Yeah, I always hit the V key instead of the, or the Y key instead of the V key. Okay, so our base is right over here, and I'll probably want to go over it since we still get 100 meters per second in space, and plus I'm gonna have very little time to land without running out of fuel. I'm gonna have to refuel it or whatever once I get down here. Okay, so now we should be pretty much over the base. Yeah, the base is about where those contours start. And here's her first time into, yep, there we go. It's her first time into, whatchamacallit. There we go. Bring her over by the base. First time in atmosphere. So I'm going to set this down over by the base, and then when we need something from the ship, or we're going to do something to the ship, or whatever, like when they come up with more blocks, and I want to upgrade it, then I can just step outside and do that. So it looks like I timed it pretty well. It looks like it's about daylight. So hopefully there's not a million whatchamacallits, wildlife around here. So I want to get this aligned with the base as well. Yeah, I've got 12 minutes of fuel. And these things are always deceptive as far as how far you are from the ground, because you're zoomed out so far. I always think I've got, like, 100 meters from the ground, and I'm like on it. So let's see. Wow, this thing has barely enough lift. That's funny. Okay, so man, this thing is huge compared to the base, isn't it? I always think the base is bigger, but okay. Alright, and that looks like it's set down on the surface, and hopefully there's no wildlife there to disturb it and knock it over. Okay, so we're going to turn it off. Whoa! Please don't tip over. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to get in my ship here, turn off the backpack. Actually, I should do this, get up on the top. Okay. So now we've got our ship set down, and I can put a base over here. And I thought I heard a spider somewhere. But I don't see it anywhere. I came out here and at least cleaned up a little so that there wasn't a million mobs running around. Now what I want to do is, in here, I want to put down a single block to factory and start production. And we're going to place this. Now this is a nice little trick because the bases require, the starter requires a flat area and the base requires a flat area to place it. And so what you can do is, instead of having to have a huge flat area, you can create a single block. So you basically go into a creative world or whatever and you make a starter block, and then you place it down and you take everything but one block away and this is what you have left, and you make a blueprint of it, and then you can build that blueprint and place it into your survival game without having to screw around with the whatchamacallit. You can put it into a survival game without having to flatten a giant area. And actually a lot of places you can actually just fit it without having a flatten tool at all. And I guess that's probably a good thing, because I don't think I even brought one with me. So that would have been a little detour. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to build a tall thingy. And so I probably want to move this a little bit. I'm going to offset it a little bit so that I'm not ramming into this, because if this thing collides with the CV, I'm suspecting it will launch the CV, which is probably not a good thing. So I don't know for sure if this is going to work or if this is going to just launch the ship up. So let me make some elevators. I think that would probably be the best way to do this, because I'm going to need elevators anyway. So let's see if I can find that special spot. Whoa! That's not it. That's not the spot. There is a sweet spot on the elevators where if you do it just right, you can actually place two at a time, or at least go up fast and not bounce down each time. Here we go. I'm still waiting for this thing to just launch. It's going to be when you least expect it. Almost there. Okay, so what we've got here is probably me running out of elevators, right? Oh, that's close. Don't put it there. Please don't put it there. Okay, is that all the elevators? That's all my elevators. Okay, so then what I want to do is I'll probably go get the scaffold ship, because down here I want to place a couple of thingies that the ship can rest on. So a couple of spires, or I guess that would be a couple of pillars. How many of these did I put up here? Okay, 2 of them. Alright, so I'm going to go back down and get the scaffold ship, and I will be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and I've got the scaffold ship now, so we can start on this. Is the other thing I need to do real quick here, is I need to get this up to the front so I know where it's lined up, and oh, don't fall, because yeah, that's what I was afraid of happening. So I'm gonna need to move the ship, but what I need to do is I need to place something to mark where the front of the ship is going to be. So actually, is that, yeah, okay, so right behind this thing, this rock is going to be our marker. I guess it's going to have to do. So I'm going to have to move the ship here. We'll go up here and we'll have to park in it, and see if we can get this thing to move. Wish me luck, right? Okay, so we'll turn this off, and we're docked. Yes. Okay. And we will get in the cockpit here and move the ship. So let's get back here a little bit again. There we go. I love this zoom out macro. It helps a lot. Okay. And see if I can go left. Yeah, that's not like tapping or anything on the key. The up key, that's holding the spacebar down. That's as fast as the ship rises. Because I did not design this for atmospheric considerations. I did not give it a lot of excess thrust or anything. It was meant to be a pleasure cruise type of ship. And look, there's my player. If you can see right there, over on the left, my player is over there. And there's a stupid spider too. Do not run into my ship. Okay. See if it'll sit. Yes. And that spider's not going to run into the ship. Okay. Alright. So we're going to go over here. And hopefully they will actually stay out of the... Here we go. Hopefully these guys will actually be out of range and not... Yeah, see, they're disappearing. So hopefully they won't be actually running into the ship while it's over there because they'll be too far out of range. And let's go over here and get our front set up first so that we know where we're going to. And we have jetpack. Okay. So this is going to go here. I knew I made all these scaffold blocks 2 months ago for nothing, right? Or for something. I've had these stacks of blocks. I think I built these. I think I made these when I built the whatchamacallit, the claw base. Okay, so this is about where we want. So that's going to sit on the front of the ship. So this is about where we want to start going up on the front. And we're going to need blocks, and I will need the scaffold ship, or maybe I can do it a different way. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. And yeah, I don't think the jetpack's going to charge up fast enough for this to work. No, it's just going to take forever. So, yeah. I thought that might be interesting, but it's not going to work. So we'll just use the scaffold ship. Here we go. And for those of you who haven't seen this yet, this is the way I build the higher up stuff. It's really nice for this because you can just do this. And I'm too far away to place... Nope, I'm not too far away. Okay. That's 11 and 5 is 16, I think. And... we'll try that. Okay. We will try that, and this should probably come out, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I should make that come out a little bit, because it's going to be hard to place this ship, and I think that spot, how wide is that spot right there? Let's see. It's 5 blocks wide? It's 3 blocks. Yeah, it's 5 blocks wide, so I don't want to make it so wide that I can't accurately place the ship on it, so I'm going to just leave it this 1 block wide for now, and we'll see if we can, how much leeway we have in parking it. And so now I'm going to do the same thing on the back, and I need to come out a little bit. So let's go up here, and we will come out a couple of blocks. little bit closer. There we go. Okay. And we'll place these if we can. And we'll go back here. And we'll place these. And that should actually do it, and we can see what we've got from there. We can see if the ship will actually rest on that, and then we can try to perfect it from there instead of trying to build an entire thing first. So we'll see how this works for parking, and if it's any good, then we can try to flesh it out and make something that looks really cool out of it. So we will go back and bring the ship back and see if we can sit it on here. And wish me luck. Because this is going to be some interesting piloting. This is where you need some spotlights or something. Let's see. Come back here. We'll try to get it aligned this way. Now the real trick is I think I'm going to need to move the elevator or something, because this thing is going to collide. Let's see. Yeah, actually I'm going to have to make that some forks or something like that coming out. And I'm colliding now. Come on. This back end is wider than it looks. It'd be nice if you could see the collision boxes for these things. Okay. So we'll come across a little bit. Nope, it doesn't want to. Where are we? This way. Okay, so we need to come back. And then come across if we can. Oh, don't do that. Up a little bit. Up more? A little more? Yeah, I don't think this is working. I don't think this is gonna let me do it, because I don't think it does concave collision boxes for these things yet. So trying to do this the way I'm doing it, is it gonna sit like that? Let's see. Actually it is, because it's also colliding there. But honestly, I don't think that I'm going to be able to... No, don't fall. Let me see what just happened here. It readjusted when I turned it back on. So let me see if I can get this to spin. Yeah, it's not wanting to, and then it's gonna not sit on there, isn't it? Okay, spin this around. I think I'm gonna need to get up higher. It's really not liking this. It's really fighting me. So because I'm trying to get the front aligned here, and it doesn't want to let me do it. So let me get up a little bit higher and see if now I can turn and then come back down. And it's colliding there. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this the way I want to. So I'm going to have to... What is it doing now? It's sliding. That's great. That's great. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the back off and try this. So I will mess around with this and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I think this might do it. And because I don't know why I was... Yeah, I need to turn though. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking that I needed to have it rest on the top on the back, because that was the whole reason for having to make this thing, is because the fin stick's way down. So if I can get it to come across and sit on there and sit down. Yes. Let's see what happens when I turn it off. Does it sit? Oh, it sits. Okay. That looks like what I wanted. So I can add, whoops, wrong jetpack. I can add a bunch of structure onto that. And I think I'm going to have to do that in the next episode because it looks like we're about out of time. So join me in episode 55 and we will see if we can get this cool looking Drydock built and get all these trusses taken off here and yeah, make this look awesome and everything. So we will see you in episode 55. Later.